The first thing I would advise anyone within marketing right now to do would be to focus on first-party data like their business depended on it. First-party data is the new gold. It's essential for effective marketing, and you need to start collecting it and making the best use of it. Number two, you need a place to put all of that data, which I would advocate should be a CDP, a customer data platform, which essentially takes the programmatic element of DSP on the ad tech side and combines it with your first party customer or prospect data within a CRM system. So very important to pull that together and make use of it. And the third thing I would suggest would be take a look at what your colleagues in China, if you have them, are doing, because they're not in a cookie environment at the moment. They've been cookieless from the beginning, essentially, and they're doing quite well. They have a different platform situation there, as everyone appreciates, but the reality is you can do effective personalized marketing as they're doing in China without cookies, so anyone can do it.
The more relevant that advertising is to you as a consumer, the more valuable it is to the advertiser and the publisher. And hence, it can be used all the more to fund great content. This is why any successful identity solution has to put consumer very much in the driver's seat, and of course be widely adopted across the open internet. This is why the Trade Desk has led the development of Unified ID 2.0 as an industry initiative, and this is a massive upgrade to cookies. So for marketers, there are three things you can do to prepare for the cookieless world. Number one, know that picking an identity solution is not an either-or decision. Unified ID 2.0 is interoperable with other identity solutions. Number two, consider opportunities in the open internet. With Unified ID 2.0, advertisers can leverage first-party datasets to better measure and compare ad performance across channels like display, video, OTT in real time. In Asia, we spend way more time on our smartphones on OTT video streaming, audio streaming, and these are fast-growing channels that largely rely on consumer email logins to create identifiers. Thirdly, do not wait. You should be in active conversations right now on how you're going to address identity when cookies go away.
My three tips would be: number one, to understand your ad performance metrics. This may sound a bit basic, but think about when things like media attribution might not work in the future. You could actually only rely on these ad metrics to drive your media strategy, or even just to make the right media selection. And here, by means of understanding, it's not only about choosing the right metrics, about the click-through rate, about your availability, but to actually understand how these metrics are delivering actual impact to your target audiences. And my second tip would be to build a first-party data strategy. And by means of first-party, it's not only your first-party data, but also publishers' first-party data. Of course, you will need your first-party data to drive the understanding of your audiences and they're able to do the point one I talked about just now. But you could also need publisher first-party data to activate your campaign. And when we talk about publishers, make sure you are working with premium publishers that have a scalable and persistent understanding of the target audiences, so that not only you could execute your campaign, but you could also build an ongoing conversation with your audiences and in the best way possible. And my last tip would be to start experimenting now. Try to run your campaign just like how you would do it in a cookieless environment, and start building relationships with those premium publishers I talked about just now, so that when the time comes, you will have a solution that is already viable and being tested.